Okay, so this is a reading for Capricorn for July the 18th through to the 31st. So this is just a general reading. We'll start with the current situation, and then we'll move on to the past, and then any challenges that Capricorn might be facing, what lies ahead, followed by any hidden messages, things you're refusing to see, hidden influences, then generalized meaning, summary, advice cards from the Devine. So, first lot of cards, we have got two cards from the Suite of Swords, both in reverse. The first one is the Four of Swords. This is like, represents restlessness, being burnt out, stressed. I feel like recently you've been, it's a bit of contradiction. Okay, so both these cards, you've been stressed out, exhausted, tired, worried. It's like anxiety. Yeah, lack of motivation, despair. Everything just seems really hard. Yeah, just feel really overwhelmed. So the swords represent like logic and ideas. So again, it's like a lot of mental stress, mental turmoil, mental dramas, mental issues, but like, mentally drained. But then you've got those two cards followed by the Nine of Cups, which is a bit of a contradiction because Nine of Cups is like prosperity, happy, maybe getting a little bit too smug, fulfillment. That's emotionally. So maybe emotionally you are quite fulfilled. You have everything that you could possibly want being offered to you or accessible to you at this time emotionally, but you have got something else going on that is causing you a lot of stress and grief. So there's fulfillment on an emotional level, I'm finding. So you have good connections emotionally, or you've a bond, or there's fulfillment on an emotional level, but there's a lot that you're hiding. I feel like you're hiding, that you're keeping to yourself. It's a lot that you're keeping to yourself that is actually causing you a lot of stress and a lot of grief, but you are just trying to display the Nine of Cups. So this is who you want everyone to see you as, but this is what's really going on. There's something that you are keeping to yourself, and it is eating your life. It is stressing you the hell out. In the past, you got more cups. So the cups represent our emotions. You have got the Two of Cups, which is the Gemini card, also the Lover's card. I see this card as divine partnership, perfect offer in love, the perfect. I see this as a Lover's card. For me, this is the card that represents lovers. This is like a soulmate, strong bond, duality, two coming together, sharing their cups of love, of prosperity, of fulfillment, of, yeah. But you've got that followed by Two of Cups, then followed by the Three of Cups. Now, this is my Lover's card, and this one is my per se cheater's card, cheating card, triangle situation, third party situation. So I'm feeling like this is like, yeah, if you've got a true offering of love, a true bond, a true connection here. If you're not in a relationship, in matters of work, I'm feeling maybe you've got like something good going. Everything's balanced, but I feel like it's a good offer. If it's not a relationship, it's a good offer. It's a good offer. That's what that is. And this one, if not a relationship, I see it could be too many three's a crowd kind of thing, like a good offer and it worked, but there's just too many people. It becomes too crowded and it becomes more like gathering in. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Three is just not a number. Three just doesn't work. That's if it's business, but otherwise, I feel like there's a third party situation in terms of relationship. So, Capricorn, I feel like this is you. So, I feel like that this your past is why you're feeling like this today. So you probably got the perfect fulfillment in the Nine of Cups, which is probably this connection here. But then you've got this third party situation, which is what you are keeping hidden and secret, which is causing you to feel like this. So that is that. And then we go into your challenges. Yes. So we have got the Five of Pentacles. I feel like, Capricorn, you are, again, if it's not a relationship, it's a proposition in terms of business. This is you, Capricorn, and this is your proposition or your third party. You are chasing after something and it's just not better. It's your challenges. So your challenge is this thing that you're going after. It's not benefiting you at all. If you can see, it's a shitty camera, but this woman's like, they're both miserable. This circumstance, this situation is not doing any of them either favors. They're both miserable, they're both worn out, they're left out in the cold. He looks like he has just gone through the wars to keep up with her, and she just does not give a shit. I feel like that is your challenge. Just not just going after this, following after something, remaining in the shadow of somebody else, or trying to get attention, or it's just energy placed in something that is not of any benefit to you. Then we have the Five of Swords. Now, you have 2 5s in your challenges. I'm pretty sure, if I remember from the top of my head, 5 is messages. 5 is signs from the divine. For number 5 represents your messages. So the fact that you got 2 5s, I feel in your challenges. I feel like one of your challenges may also be the fact that you are ignoring messages. You are getting messages. You are getting clear signs, undeniable hints, messages, signs. You just things, just little things are happening to suggest that maybe something you're doing isn't working for you, or maybe it's time to let something go, or or to suggest push you in another direction. Like, I feel like the universe is just dropping these subtle little hints every now and then, and I feel like you kind of, whether you want to believe it or not is one thing, but I feel like you might have some kind of an indication that, or you've had a feeling that that's that these things or synchronicities or reoccurrences are actually possibly messages. I just want to check number 5, as I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Also, 5 of Swords in reverse is lingering resentment, desire to reconnect and forgive, but just bickering, constant fighting. It's just an ongoing situation. It's just unpleasant. It's just childish. It's just yeah. It's it's not a pleasant energy. So that's your challenges. So your challenges is dealing with a situation where you are bickering with someone, chasing after somebody. It's just a situation. It's a situation you need to let go of. So number 5 keeps appearing. It means that your guardian angel is sending you a message, and it has something to do with your love life. So 2 5s in a negative challenge placement. I don't know, subtle hint, you think? Anyway, so what lies ahead for you, Capricorn? First, we have got the major arcana card, is the Fool card. So the Fool in reverse, not thinking, acting out of impulse, naive, I think really naive, failing to, it's in the future, yeah, just rushing into something, carelessness, unneeded risk, being blocked. It's a new beginning because it's the first card of the tarot. Yeah, you've got a new beginning, but you're not looking at it right. You're just not looking at it right. It's been a bit reckless. You're not giving it the thought that is required. And you have the Page of Swords. Pages represent usually messages. Page of Swords, like being prepared to receive a message, preparing yourself to find. It's like preparing yourself. It's like on guard. Element of air, so Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. I think it's something to do with a message, but it's definitely preparing. It's preparing for something. It's swords, so it's of the mind, so intellect, thinking about something, being alert, mentally alert, suspicious, Yeah, restlessness, mental energy. I think I'm thinking about it. Hey, I don't know. I feel like I'll get back to that. And then mental alertness, though. That just you're mentally alert. You'll be mentally alert. Yeah. Then you've got the 6 of Wands. Oh dear, 6 of Wands. Usually, and in reverse can indicate like an affair. Victory, but not without a battle. Punishment. Okay. This one's usually so. Then you got the 4 of Pentacles, which is usually like being greedy, keeping things close to you, not wanting to share. You got the Fool and mentally alert. Punishment. I'm just thinking. I might pull another card out for that. I'm feeling the message is you're too much up in your own head, and it's not for good reasons. It's too negative. You're too thinking too negatively. You're closed off. You're not wanting to share yourself, I think. You're just being very possessive of everything, very possessive of everything. It's like you're in this, that's it. Don't get too caught up in your head where you fall into this negative space where you are just self-doubt, self-shaming, punishing yourself. You just feeling very vulnerable. You're feeling very you are feeling very possessive. Like you feel the risk of losing things, the fear of losing things. And you might act on that feeling. You might act accordingly to the fear of the thought of losing things, because you feel undeserving. You feel like this thing should be taken from you. So you're being ruled by this fear, and you're just keeping everything close, and you're being very possessive. And it's possessive never comes across as being good. Yeah, I'm feeling like it's mine. Stay away from it. It's mine. I don't want to share it. I don't want to give it to anyone. But I don't feel like you're being very honest. I don't feel like you're really opening up. You're just really alert, and you're going with that energy really quickly. It's like you're attacking with it. It's mine. And I feel like it's because you're just looking at things. You're being a bit foolish. You're not really addressing the situation properly. Like, anyway, hidden influences, so things you're not failing to see, which kind of makes sense. This is again 5 of Wands, more battle, more strife. Getting like words, just a lot of words. Disharmony with words, using all the wrong words, fake words. I'm getting fake words. You're just using a lot of fake words, and you're causing yourself a lot of grief with what you say. And again, because it's a 5, and you have the Lovers card, and my cheating card, and then the challenges, the two fires. I really feel like it's in this divide, in this situation. In terms of a partnership or a union, I feel like a really strong connection. I feel like it's you, Capricorn. You were just using all the wrong words, just saying all the wrong things, and I don't think it's intentional. Subconsciously, it's self-sabotage. Like, you just, like, you don't want to destroy this connection, but you do, but you don't, but you do, but you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I feel like you just find these words coming out of your mouth, and you're like, oh, why am I saying this? But it's too late, and a bit of too much pride, I think. Yeah, I'm not being very balanced. I'm not being very fair. Blocking out intuition, not listening to messages, not listening to guidance. Usually temperance is good card, but in verse has a different meaning. So, yeah, it's just not listening to intuition. It's a sign that you need to listen to intuition, but the fact that you're that you're blocking it out, and you have so much doubt, it's causing you a lot of grief. You've just had to open up to yourself, open up in general, listen to your spiritual self, listen to the messages that you've been given. You find things will be a lot better. I feel like you're doing everything in excess. Yeah, you're out of balance. You need to really assess a situation. You need to find out why something keeps happening. You need to really go and look at a situation and figure out what is it that causes this. Because I feel like it's something that just causes you to go out of balance and just excess and self-sabotage and just get into this really negative, destructive energy. Like, and I really get that with the future as well. Like, it's all rushing ahead, it's all very frantic, it's not really thinking clearly, it's just acting on impulse, and the impulse is negative emotions. It's not good. And you get this with the Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's just, it can pass. Yeah, it's just, it doesn't have to be this way, but you're allowing something to put you in that energy. It's just stabbed in the back, hurt, betrayed, so like worn down, like in a depressive state. You just can't get up. It's just not, everything's hard. Like, you feel like you just pinned down or held down by all of this negativity that just consumes you. And it's bickering, and it's like childish. It's like play fighting that you like. It's not play fighting because you're not really playing, but you don't really mean it either. It's just childlike state of mind in the way that you're responding to things. Then we have Page of Cups. Again, Page is like a message. Page is like, yeah, it's like a young energy, youthful, not very responsible. But see how he's focusing on the fish in the cup. The fish is jumping out of the cup. Usually fish is jumping out of cups. I feel like the fish in the cup is like an illusion, a distraction. Sorry, it's like a banging. I don't know if someone's at the door. I really hope not. But yeah, I feel like it's an illusion. Someone's offering you an illusion, someone's offering you an illusion, or something someone's giving to you is not true. Someone is not giving you the true self. Someone is deceiving you. Someone is presenting something that's not also be like seductive energy, or they are seducing you, like manipulating you, like false intentions, like the fish shouldn't be in the cup, the fish should be in the water. That's where the fish is going to be happy. So why is a fish jumping out of the cup looking happy when there's water behind him? It just doesn't make sense. Like, it's not right. Something about a situation is not right. Something that somebody's offering you is not right. There's an offer that you get that's just not right. It's not right. It's deception, deceitful, manipulative, trickery. Yeah, just something, an offer that you keep getting, or an offer that it's what you're failing to see as an influence. It's hidden influence. It's really influencing or impacting your life and decision and your state of mind. I feel like this Page of Cups person, I really think it's like a third party situation, to be honest with you. Like, I really feel like whoever, it's one of the two in that third party situation. It's whoever this other person isn't. So one of them is a true connection and the other one isn't. It could also be representative that it's you. Maybe it's not them actually offering you anything. Maybe it's you tricking yourself, you wanting to see something that isn't there. Maybe you're not looking at the situation correctly. Maybe you're not seeing the offer for what it really is. And that's what's causing you a lot of inner turmoil. Okay, well, the next lot of things we'll be doing, we'll be moving on to advice, any advice that the Devine has for you, Capricorn. Just a summary of the overall reading, the message that you need to take away from it all. That is going to be useful. So for this, I've used oracle cards. This is the Alice in Wonderland oracle deck. I was always really skeptical about getting this deck, because it just seemed a bit, I don't know, wishy-washy, airy-fairy, not serious enough, limited, but it's actually really good. Like, I really like it. The messages that it's good. It's really good. I like it. I like the pictures too, and Alice in Wonderland is awesome. So the first card you've got is It's Always Tea Time. Eternity, endless moments, repetition. So I really feel like this is about this and this and the bickering and the fives and the third party. I really think that I think this is I don't know who the relationship is with, or I don't know who you've got the one of them you've got a true connection with, and one of them I feel is somebody from the past. Now, I don't know which person you are actively pursuing a relationship with in this moment. I don't know if it's the true connection, the genuine, fulfilling connection, or if it's the old connection, but I feel like it's this person from the past who is the third party, or there you're seeing, and you've got a third party who is more suitable, but it's this attachment to this old person, this old relationship. It's just repetition, and Alice doesn't look very happy, but we'll read the card and see what it says. But I feel like yeah, it's just a cycle. It just keeps, you need to break the cycle. I really believe that you need to break the cycle. It's not good for you. It's, look at all this, like none of these cards have been overly positive except for this card, and I don't think it's got to do with the person from the past. I don't think it's the person from the past that's causing you this. I think the person from the past is actually causing you more this energy, and the fighting energy, and just, yeah, it's nothing good from it. But you just keep going back to it, and you just keep going over and doing the same thing on and on again, and you're wondering why your life doesn't change, and you're wondering why you know, struggling, and wondering why you're not happy. It's like, well, what's the recurring problem? Like, what's you know, what is the reoccurring thing? I feel like you go up and down with the. I feel like this relationship really takes its toll on you. So when the relationship's good, you're going good. When the relationship's going bad, I feel like you're going bad. And I feel like this relationship is going bad a lot of the time. I feel like it's just, you're hanging on to straws. You're just clinging to something that needs to end, and it's with the fives and everything, it's the universe saying it needs to end. So if the universe is now pushing you and giving you clear signs like that it's time to end, it's well and truly over, which means it is probably, it's detrimental. Like, it's of no service to you, no purpose. It's nothing good can come from it anymore. If the universe is pushing for it, we will keep getting signs, and the same things will keep happening until we learn our lesson. And if we're not learning it, and it really is not meant for us anymore, we'll be forced into a situation where we don't have a choice, but it'll end. Yeah. So, that's probably not, this is a general reading, so please, it's not going to resonate to everyone. It will just be a few select people. I really feel like this is a person from your past that you just want to let go of, and I think that it's, yeah, you know it's not serving you any good, but you just can't let go. I don't know why. You got something better over there that makes you feel like this. So you got something that makes you feel like this, but yet you're choosing to stay and chase after something that makes you feel like this. Why? Anyway, it's always tea time. Is that the reason so many tea things are put out here? She asked. Yes, that's it, said the Hatter with a sigh. It's always tea time. There are places, spaces, moments in all our lives where time takes on a different quality. Within the space you find yourself in now, there is an endlessness and a repetition, as though you're stuck in a loop. First, we must become aware and recognize the cycle we are in. This card sees you becoming conscious of something that entraps so many souls, but which you have a chance and a short opportunity to escape from. Others about you are seemingly content to be within the loop and to keep the cycle going. You stand outside of this, and it is within your power to change the pattern for yourself. Some will puzzle at your desire to move beyond the constraints of the pattern. They may even be disgruntled at your yearning to change and move beyond the trappings that they feel content with. Do not allow their influence to stifle your needs and to free yourself. When this card comes out, consider changing the hours you work, the time you rise or go to rest, or the schedules you operate in. Others may be confused at your desire to shake up the order of things. However, it is progressive and exciting of you to challenge what others consider to be normal. It does not always have to be tea time. Things do not need to be done in the usual way, and time can be shifted and experimented with, so you can make the very most out of the life you wish to live. Ooh. So, a change in schedules, repetitions, cycles, patterns. I think this is life cycles view, or karmic cycles. Situations being repeated, being trapped by schedules, they need to change. The wonderful time to challenge the order in which things are done, reworking traditions so they are more aligned with the way you see the world. As I said, I feel like this other third-party relationship, this past lover, might be a karmic cycle, karmic lesson, and you just keep repeating it. You're not learning the lesson, and it just, I feel like you see it as a bit of a tradition, like it's become tradition, or they might be close to your family, or you've known that long that they've become a part of your family, and it would just be weird for you to get rid of this person, kind of thing. Like, I feel like there's kind of like that tradition feeling attached to this person, like it just, not just you and them. It's like, it would be weird for it to be anything but them. And I think that's what's really holding you. But you've got to understand that it doesn't matter what everyone else thinks. It doesn't matter how anyone else perceives the situation. It doesn't matter what they think about it. It's your life. People are always going to have opinions. And you're never going to please everybody. But what does it matter? Because if you're not pleasing yourself, you're going to be miserable anyway, even if you are pleasing the rest of them. So you may as well make yourself happy, because at least if you're happy, then you're in a positive state of mind. If you're positive state of mind, positive things start happening, and it's a flow and effect that's going to make people happier than you moping around, being miserable and destroying your life because you're afraid of what everyone might think. It doesn't matter about everyone. Everyone's everyone. You are you. It's easy to focus on one person than it is multiple. And nobody likes someone hanging around that's miserable when that's all you're going to be. Not just that, but you're missing out on life. It's time to let go of things. There's always new experiences. That's what life is about, experiencing things, enjoying things, and it's how we learn. It offers choices, selection. I can't think of the word, like, I can't think of it. It'll come to me. So, talking about you, the next one we have is you are rare and free. There are not many like you. Are there any more people in the garden besides me? Ella said, not choosing to notice the rose's last remark. There's one other flower in the garden that can move about like you, said the rose. I wonder how you do it. Sometimes people will struggle to understand you. I feel like it's me and understand you. I feel like this is... And when they have this trouble, they may well try to fit you into one box or another. A box that they are familiar with. When you're not clearly one thing or the other, when you are a trailblazer, a rebel, a free spirit, you are likely to be met with disapproval. And this is what happens to Alice when the flowers, who know just who they are, cannot classify her. They assume she is just a rather wild flower who would much rather be like them. You too are something of a rare wildflower. You are a nature child. You're free, you're adventurous, and you just won't behave in the ways that others think are right. You may wish to live outside the rules and conventions of society and culture. You are inspired by being your own self and exploring your own potential. You are unconventional, surprising, different, and people recognize this. Some will say that you're wrong to be free or downplay you as a weed, which the other flowers do to Alice. But others, like the sweet bud, they will love you. I feel like this is about this relationship again. I feel like the reason you are in this energy all the time, and the bickering, the words, and the self-doubt, and the negativity, and everything else is because I feel like this past person is conventional, very conventional, and maybe you're not so conventional. And I feel like you live different lives. I really don't understand the desire to keep going back to this then. You live different lives, and because you live different lives, I feel like your, let's call it, historical lover is constantly having something to say about your life and about your choices, and it's never pleasant. It's never ever pleasant. They're always putting you down, always questioning you, always labeling you. I feel like they hold you to things that you've done because it was not conventional. It didn't fit into their box. But you have someone that loves you for you and appreciates you for you. They don't want you to change. They don't think you need to change. They don't see anything wrong with you. They admire you. They think that you're rare and beautiful, and for that in itself, you should be appreciated. That's pure and beautiful, and it's what everyone wants, isn't it? Someone just to accept them for who they are, but not just accept them, but see what others would see as maybe bad quality, but for them to see it as something beautiful. Like, isn't that so much more fulfilling? Embrace your own rare qualities. Don't try and fit in. You'll be so frustrated and always unhappy. Be brave. By being your own wildflower yourself, you'll inspire others, especially those who are younger, to be utterly themselves too. And remember, it's never too late to be a wildflower. I feel like you've been denying yourself of your own truth, you've denied yourself of self for so long because you've been so caught up trying to please everyone else. You've been so caught up trying to please this person who just really does not appreciate you for who you really are. You need to let go of it. You need to be brave and let go of that situation. You need to be brave and trust yourself and know that you don't need anyone to be fulfilled, or you don't need anyone to feel full or for approval. Or not that you're getting it from this anyway, but you just need to be brave and step away from it. You'll be happier for it. I struggle to find places where people accept you or where you feel like you fit in. You must learn to embrace all that makes you different and become the very best that you can possibly be. You will never be defined, so refuse to comply. Explore the frontiers of the human spirit and know how precious and rare you really are. Yeah. This is kind of making sense now. You do feel alone, you do feel empty, you don't have much around you at the moment, so whatever you do have, you're clinging to because you're scared of being alone. And you listen to so much negativity for so long that you just expect it and you rush in with that. It's destructive. You are beautiful. You're a beautiful person. There's nothing wrong with you. Be who you are and say what you think. Because those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter. You can be whoever someone wants you to be, but it'll always be an act. And the minute you drop that act, the day that you decide you can't keep that act up anymore, they're going to be greeted with a different person. And chances are that they might not like that person because that's not who you were to them. So you've just wasted all your time and all your energy putting on this act for someone who can't just like you for you. Well, why do that? Why do that to yourself? Just be yourself. That's it. The ones that matter, they'll stay around. And you can be happy and you can be yourself and they'll just work. You'll be stress-free and you're free to be you. That's so liberating. Rather than waste all this time, exhausting yourself, pretending to be something that you're not. Nothing will come from it. Anyway, the next one you have is 43, manage to be glad. Create your own happiness, regardless of conditions. That's it. You need to worry about yourself and you need to create your own happiness. You need to stop thinking that this relationship or this person's historical lover is going to bring anything positive for you. You Your happiness and your future does not depend on this person. They depend on you. You are what you create. Yeah, you need to find your strength. You need to know. You need to learn to love yourself. You need to know that you are worthy, well and truly worthy of being loved. This person's made you forget that, and that's sad. Manage to be glad. I wish I could manage to be glad, the Queen said. Only I never can remember the rule. You must be very happy living in this wood, and being glad whenever you like. The Queen is almost berating Alice, imagining her to be happy whenever she wishes, thinking that the business of being happy is simple. As the Queen, she feels it is not simple for her, but she wants to manage to be glad, except, as she says, she cannot remember the rule. Is there a rule to happiness? Is there a way to manage to be glad? When this card comes to you, there are two possibilities, just as there are two slithery toes in the painting. The first is that others assume your life is simpler, easier, and that happiness comes more readily to you. There is an implication that they have it harder and must struggle to be happy. This is not the case at all. Happiness has to be earned. In some ways, you have to create it by directing your thoughts and impulses towards a steady creation of happiness. The second possibility is that you must learn how to be happy. Having joy in our lives is not just good fortune, circumstance, or temperament. Having joy in our lives is not just good fortune, circumstances, or temperament. It comes through the careful management of our thoughts and deeds, so that we nurture the possibility of joy and move even closer to happiness. Do not let others steal your joy or imply that being joyful means that you are not serious, deep, or hard-working as they are. Happiness is often hard-earned. We must find it amidst the most troubling of challenges. Alice learned to do this despite being lost and everything around her being so unpredictable. We too can manage our happiness and defy those who claim it more difficult than them. We can all do this, no matter our lot in this lifetime. But you got this card in reverse, which means you are not creating your own happiness. So, a belief that happiness is easier for others who seem more fortunate and have been given blessings you have missed. Believing that happiness is an act of fate rather than a disciplined way of thinking and behaving. Feeling happiness is out of reach. Focusing on sadness rather than the bliss that can be created. That's you, Capricorn. You're so caught up in the negative and thinking of the bad and thinking that happiness is lays with something else rather than realizing that you are the key to your happiness. Mortality. Life is brief, bright, beautiful, and it's yours to live. You need to live in the now. Stop focusing on the past. Realize you only get one life. You don't get a second chance. Again, it's saying the same thing. You're so caught up in the negative. You're taking advantage of things because of your negative headspace, and you've fallen into a bit of a pitiful state of mind. But life is only what you create of it. You have to go out and create it. You have got to live your best life. You've got to do things that make you happy. You've got to find out what it makes you happy. You've got to find out what you live for. You strive for it. What ignites your soul? What makes you feel alive? Think about it. Think about what truly makes you alive deep inside. What makes you happy? What makes you sad? What makes you angry? What won't you stand for? Where do you draw the line? What is your idea of happiness? Where do you really want to be in life? You need to start thinking about that, and that's what you need to start visualizing. Not placing everything on the outcome of a proven to be unstable relationship. Anyway, moving on to more positive and calming things. Choice. You have to make a choice. An encounter. Okay, This is like you've had an encounter. It was an unexpected encounter. It's like all spiritual and harmonious. And I feel like that's it. I feel like that is that. You didn't expect this person to come along. It was unexpected. It was a strange encounter. Almost too strange. Just, yeah. But it flows through you. I'm trying to find my book. I'm gonna pause it and look at my book. Okay, so counter this. Maybe not. Nothing beautiful without struggle. Through butterfly struggle to emerge, its wings are strained, pulled and perfected. Without this struggle, it would never fly. Life stretches and shapes your unbreakable, magnificent spirit into its authentic form. Your wings were always there. You would never have used them had not life forced you. Now fly. There is no avoiding the tough stuff. An unsettling encounter ruffles emotions. Confusion is followed by confidence. A successful attempt or uncanny meeting expands your horizons. I feel like your encounter with, I'm going to say your soulmate. So I feel like this person, for them to still be around in the picture, for you to still have some kind of emotion towards them, for them to be brought up or come out in this reading when you were so obviously hell-bent in such a negative mind space because of this historic lover, indicates something. Then not somebody you can just let go that easily. And their energy is peaceful and nice, and they make you feel happy deep down, even though you're really just like, that's a strong connection. I feel like this person's come along and they've shown you a different way of life. They've offered you another perspective, and it's caused you to think about things and just to go inside your head and just, yeah, you're struggling to be honest with yourself. You're struggling to accept that things were that way because that was your reality, that was your truth, that was so real to you. And it hurts to see that you put yourself through that, and that's what it was. I really, that's what a lot of you really feel like. It's heavy. It's a lot of us, yeah, heavy. The unknown is easily known. I step into darkness and turn on the light. The strange is quickly familiar. I open the world and I read it. In every new situation, I find sure footing. In every new circle, I find a clear voice. Peace expands and grows through all I encounter. Is the affirmation. Then we have choice. A people free to choose will always choose peace. Balance your decisions against the weight of your heart. In the still of the night, when you are revealed, vulnerable, and alone, your choices and intentions keep you company. Peace cannot be forced, but alongside love, justice, and order, it can be chosen 1,000,000 times each day. An important decision with no guarantee. The choice is more significant than the outcome. The best choice is not necessarily the one that appears most right to you. Stand by someone or something you really love. I'm defined by my responses and not my challenges. I am my deliberate actions and not my struggles. I am my unearning hope, not my doubt. My choices are empowering and nurturing. Love fuels my decisions. I choose peace consistently, lovingly, and boldly 1,000 times today. All this can all be resolved, and your life could be so different, full of abundance, love, peace, and happiness. only you choose. Peace. You can choose. I mean, you're pretending to be this one anyway. Why pretend? Why not just make it real? Why do you choose that? Choose peace. Peace out.